Okay, morning walk through the campground. Here we go. In the mornings, you see people packing up. These guys, you see all kinds of things. Kind of a tent city happening here. Along the river, again, see. At some of the campgrounds, or actually most of the campgrounds, they have seasonal sites. So people will bring their camper in the spring and just leave it there all season. We haven't done anything like that. And sometimes people just store them you can just keep them there and store them over the winter. You'll see permanent fixtures, kind of like what you're seeing there. That's probably a seasonal site right there, where they have an actual physical thing set up where they can grill and everything. Pretty nice, this too. We never did a seasonal site. I like to actually go around and see different places. Although we tend to stay fairly local in the tri-state area recently. When Xander was younger, we would travel a bit more. But now that he's a little older and has friends and things to do in our area, he doesn't necessarily want to go that far. And there's plenty to do locally. But this year, we are going down to Ocean City, Maryland, which is a little further. That'll be a fun trip. I'll share that with you. Alright, so this over here is the camp store. Back here, I'll show you where they have, they do ceramics and things like that in the morning, tie-dye, stuff for the kids. Stuff I can't get my kid to do anymore because he's in between the ages where it's not cool anymore, and he's at that age. And then eventually you get to the age where you're like, I don't care if it's not cool anymore. If it's fun, I'm gonna do it. Did they move it? Huh. Used to be right here. Well, I'm not sure where it went. Get out of the way. And then over here is the back side of the pool. The pool's not open yet, I don't think. Like I mentioned, down there is the food court, and there's a whole area where they have concerts and things in the evenings and the weekends, and lots of drunk campers go down there. Right down there at the exit, it's kind of funny because you'll see like a whole crowd of golf carts, and after that lets out the concert things, it's like a mad rush of drunken golf cart drivers. Gotta watch yourself. Alright, let's keep walking. Walk back here. So we started camping when Xander was very little. I grew up camping. But we started doing it, and then I realized what a great thing it was for a little boy, especially an only child, because we could come here or to a campground. He could meet some kids, hang out. They're in a pretty safe environment. We just have to obviously keep an eye on them, but pretty wholesome way to spend some time, and inexpensive when it comes to travel. Oh, there's the Dragon's Den. Okay, we'll walk over there. I have a terrible sense of direction, so I think I thought this was somewhere else. So let's walk. Good morning. So over there is the game room. Let's see if I can resume. I have a zoom. So I'm gonna go in because I don't think it's open. They have all kinds of activities going on. No idea. Paints. You can do ceramics, tie-dye, all this stuff over here, depending on the schedule. And then, like I said, we have a game room over here. I think they have air hockey, some of those claw games. My son and his friend said that it smells like body odor in there. So I think I'm gonna pass on that one. And we'll go back down this way. Now this is used to be privately owned, Splash Magic, and it looks like it was privately owned. Some campgrounds are nicer than others. Some have different benefits than others. But now this is owned by Our Journey. It's significantly more expensive. And in my opinion, to support the amount that they're asking, they need to do a lot of work on this campground. There's almost zero Wi-Fi, which is why I'm going to have to post all of this at the end of our trip. You can see the roads are not in great shape. The facilities are completely nice and usable. However, they could use some fresh paint and some love that could be paid for by the large amount that they're charging. Let's go into the playground. I don't see any kids in here, which is good, because I don't like to video kids. Let's see. We got the playground here. I'll show you the dog park. I know you all want to see the dog park. Because we got cool little slides. Nice camp, nice playground here. Nice play structure. Good old fashioned teeter-totters. These kids have it great. Where's the big metal slide? Where's the concrete ground? What kind of Gen Z is this? There doesn't seem to be any real risk to damage to a child at all. Over here is the jump pad. Not as big as the one we saw at the KOA the last time, but I guess it's less likely to get hurt. Doesn't look like you could fall off the side other than into dirt. Let's see what their rules are. It looks about the same. Have to be physically fit. I've seen about 3 people here that are physically fit in the campground. Flip-flops or somersaults, yeah, kind of the same. I'm sure they don't follow the rules here either. Alright, that's going to take a little bit further walk. But yeah, nice campground. Or nice playground. So Our Journey doesn't need to do too much work over here in the playground area. Let me go up this way. Sorry guys, still getting used to the gimbal. It's windy. It's a beautiful day. So yesterday the boys they built a swing rope over the river and jumping into the river. So I think that they still want to go to Knoebels. The plan was we're going to spend one of the days at Knoebels, which is a nice amusement park about 20 miles from here. So, but if they don't want to do that anymore, we don't have to. I'm going to try to get the dogs without getting killed. Nice dog park. Pretty good size. Doggies going around. Alright, let's keep going. Go up here. Fishing, catch and release. Dolphin circle, it's funny. Sean, Xander's friend, said that he saw somebody catch a pretty big fish here yesterday. They have those. They have like a party thing that you can bring out. I think that's new this year. How do I zoom in? do it. I want to do it on my game. Oh well. Something I figured out. Back in the back there, you can see they have cabins. So if you don't have a camper or you don't want to sleep on the ground in a tent, you can rent one of those. Generally, I find that they're more expensive than a hotel room, but I guess you don't get all this other stuff with a hotel room either. Alright, so we have a nice little fountain here. Let's walk over and see what else. They rent golf carts for the astounding amount of $90 a day. No, thank you. $90 a day is crazy cuckoo bananas, in my opinion.
Go get your hat! Really? Go get your hat! Mom, go get it!
If you had fallen off, I would have gotten that live, and you could have sued your kid.
I know I should have.
Here, I'll get it. I'll get it. Here you go.
This is my life.
Okay, there's the $90 golf carts. These poor people just lost their hat, and the kid tried to hard stopped. The woman on the back almost fell off. Bumper boats, those are hilarious and fun. So if the kids decide they don't want to do Knoebels today, we'll definitely do the bumper boats, or at least I will. If their kids are too cool, then screw them. And paddle boats on the far side, you can see they have paddle boats. Lake's not that big, but nice contained area to put bumper boats and paddle boats. Not like getting in the lake, in the river. We got some kids over here. Look in this direction. The sites are actually pretty big. It looks kind of, looks like they're small, but it's because there's so many big campers here. The RVs that tend to be here, like look at the size of that. It's enormous. So if you put our camper in there, it wouldn't look as small. And here's some of the cabins, if you want to take a look at those. Oh right, they have these bikes too. If you get a wristband, there's these bike/cars that they can ride around in. I think it's either $5 for the day, or you get a $15 wristband, and you can do all the stuff. These are the cabins. Pretty nice. I don't know what the inside looks like. As you know, last time we looked at the inside of those tents, I wasn't able to show you on video, but the tents look cool on the outside, but on the inside, not so much. That's camper. You gotta have a big truck for that, which they do. Can you hear that? Good morning, campers. Ceramics at 10 a.m. Yeah, we're not doing that. So, danger, high voltage, stay away from the fountain. The fountain right where the party boats are. So, I guess, there we go. Sorry. Can't be that high voltage. Back out. That didn't work well. Come on, it's a learning process I'm doing here. Don't judge me. And I think that's pretty much it. There's a lot to do. Now that Xander's 14, a lot of it doesn't appeal to him. But it's still fun for somebody, and it's fun to watch other kids do it. In my opinion. I'll keep you alive until we go back. Maybe something interesting will happen. Like maybe some short-stop golf cart and somebody will go off back. Lawnmower behind me. I mentioned how wholesome it is. Interesting. We go on a yearly trip with the same group of people. Wonderful group of people, and all of the kids have kind of grown up together, and quite a few of them have learned how to ride their bikes at the Knoebels campground. And it's been fun watching that, and exciting to see them all grow up. I mean, a lot of them were very little, like I said, learning to ride a bike, and now they're going into or in college, which is also nuts. But time marches on. These campsites back here don't have any trees. Not a fan of that. Back here, if I can zoom in, I don't want to walk all the way back there.
Are required by state law to wear a helmet.
Yeah,
And
not
if
for
you
me.
are renting a bike,
I would prefer to have
if
trees.
you are not actively using the bike, please return it to the bike shack so other people can have a turn. If you plan on going to the pool or doing one of our activities, please make sure that you return the bike before you do so other people can have a turn.
We have campground.
That is all for this morning. We hope to see you at
Announcements.
Ceramics. Have
It's
a
almost
wonderful
10.
day, and as always, thank you for camping at Splash Magic.
There we go. Thank you for camping at Splash Magic. Alright. Oh yeah, there's a kid playing basketball over there. Not much of a basketball court. So hey, Splash Magic, you're gonna charge luxury resort, RV resort prices. Do something with the facilities. Maybe make that a little nicer. What they should do is they should call me up and say, yo, what do you think we should do? And I will give them a list of the improvements that I think they should make in order to justify prices. Although in this trip, I think what we wanted was we like the riverside. We can find another place along a river, a nice river that you can swim in without catching any gross diseases or becoming irradiated. We would like that. The Susquehanna up here seems really, really clean. And I learned yesterday that the Susquehanna is the longest river in the eastern United States. It's 444 miles. It stretches through from New York through Pennsylvania to Maryland, and goes down to the Chesapeake. So there you go. Not only am I boring and annoying, I'm somewhat informative at times. Boring and annoying. You all right? Anybody fall out? You good? It's literally not her fault. Well, I appreciate you taking a tour with me. It's been fun. Again, we don't have any reception. My plan is when I get back to put some of these together for a for a recap, kind of a high level news of how it went, and so you don't have to watch me babble and walk around if you don't want to. But I'll probably put this one up too. And at the risk of sounding like every other YouTube out there, appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. This is my retirement plan. No, it's not. But it's kind of fun. Gives me something to do now that I'm not chasing my son around anymore. All right. Appreciate you all. Bye.